And we've got breaking news that's coming in. The Karnataka state government has come out with a new set of temporary guidelines on imparting online education to students while schools are closed due to COVID. These guidelines are applicable to every school, those following state board SSLC syllabus, CBSE as well as ICSE. Sessions can be held only 3 days a week and the teacher and students will be present online at the same time, also known essentially as synchronous singing, as teaching. For classes 6 to 8, synchronous teaching can be held for 2 sessions a day, each session not exceeding 45 minutes for 5 days a week. Teachers can conduct 4 sessions a day for 5 days a week, each session ranging 30 to 45 minutes for class 9 and 10. As per these guidelines, kindergarten school teachers can hold only 1 online session per week, not exceeding 30 minutes, with parents to guide them. Now, as per these guidelines, kindergarten school teachers can hold only 1 online session per week, as I just mentioned. Now, this is a temporary order that's coming from the government weeks after the government had said that no online classes will be held from kindergarten to class 5. Nolan Pinto is joining us with more details on this. Nolan, if you could just break down what the Karnataka government has issued with regards to the guidelines for online classes.
Well, Akshita, in fact, this is very interesting as to what they've come out with. And this is after a PIL was actually filed in the Karnataka High Court on the 10th of June, challenging the ban of online classes. It was on Friday that the Karnataka High Court took this case up and also asked the government whether or not they could consider having a few classes a day. In fact, the Karnataka High Court asked the government, saying that by banning these online classes, it does not mean that students will actually be sitting at home and not using their laptops or smartphones. So why not have a few classes? As of now, these are temporary measures, temporary guidelines until the expert committee comes out with its recommendations. So as of now, classes 1 to 5, they can have 2 classes per day, sessions that is, of not exceeding 30 to 45 minutes, and that is only thrice a week. But 6 to 8, they can have 2 classes a day for 5 days a week, not exceeding 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. And classes 9 to 10 can have 4 sessions of 30 to 45 minutes, not exceeding, 30 to 45 minutes, 4 sessions a day for 5 days a week. In all these, they say that the students and teachers should be there at the same time. And like you mentioned, this is called synchronous teaching. So this is what they've actually come out with. A few parents will be happy because they stated that not having online classes was actually keeping their kids doing nothing at home. They can't go out because of the COVID-19 situation, the pandemic. They're sitting at home. The only way to keep them busy was with the laptop and the smartphones. They would rather actually study, spend time studying than wasting their time watching movies or playing games.
You know, the first time around when there was, in fact, a decision by the Karnataka government, Nolan, to stop online education, it did trigger a lot of controversy. The worry with this kind of a temporary order is that perhaps it could only lead to more confusion because, you know, with every criteria, they've given different regulations and different guidelines.
Absolutely, Akshita. In fact, it is going to create a lot of problem because earlier on, this is what I gathered after speaking to a lot of parents. Students would be up early in the morning. They would actually be in their school uniform. They would sit for their classes at 8:30 or 9. It would go up to 1:30 or 1:45. Thereafter, they would have a break and then, take a break and start with their homework. So they were busy throughout the day. They were not wasting their time on watching movies or playing games. But suddenly when the government stopped this, saying that it is actually bad for their eyes, being online through a whole day is actually not good for them as such. This is what they stated. Parents were actually worried. They didn't know what's to be done. So yes, it'll give some relief. However, Akshita, what the government needs to do is this. Because you're talking about the urban areas, it's fine. People have their smartphones and laptops. But what about rural areas? What about government schools? The government needs to also look into those kids. What will they do?
All right, Nolan, thank you for joining us with those details. We'll continue to break down the details of this temporary order from the Karnataka government. For the moment, more breaking news that's coming in.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.